What's up? It's your favorite homegirl, Gina Views, with a brand new episode that is not called Whole Fashions anymore. It's now called Brown Sugar Diaries. Yes, as you guys can see, some new things are happening in here, right? You see the microphone is new. I got multiple microphones now because guess what? We're bringing guests on. Y'all see the background has changed. I done added some plants. You see the aesthetic is a little bit different up in here because it's now Brown Sugar Diaries. The candle and the books and the wine and all of that. Make sure y'all get you something to sip on. Make sure you are sipping with me. I got my little Stella Rosa already ready. I hope you guys are not like classifying me as like the the boyfriend who keep like selling you dreams and making you promises, because I keep saying, oh, we're gonna go to 1-2 weeks, and then I don't come back for a whole 3 months. So I'm sorry. I apologize. That's my bad. But I had to get the set together. I had to get it right before I came back. And now I'm back and I'm better than ever. Brown Sugar Diaries. Now, that doesn't mean that I am abandoning Whole Fashions. That just means that we're changing the name of the show. Whole Fashions is still Whole Fashions. It will now be a segment within the Brown Sugar Diaries. So you guys can continue to send your anonymous sex stories to info@wholefashions.com. Now let's get into it. So y'all seen the tweet. The tweet said, out of all the questions that 50 Cent asked in 21 questions, which one is the most important? So I thought to myself, I actually went through and read all of the lyrics. And I think the question that is the most important is one I was asked in the first verse. If I got locked up and sentenced to a quarter century, can I count on you to be there to support me mentally? If I got locked up for 25 years, can I count on you to be there to support me mentally? Because niggas be outside and don't be supporting you mentally. Niggas be outside out here in the field and don't be supporting you mentally. They actually be embarrassing you. Niggas be out here embarrassing you. And I just wondered, that question made me wonder, is there a double standard when it comes to women going to jail versus men going to jail when they're in relationships? Is a guy supposed to hold his girl down? Because I'm going to assume that in most relationships, most times, I don't know, I've never dated anybody in jail. I've never been in jail, but I'm going to assume that men expect their girlfriend or wife, their significant other, to be faithful and to hold them down while they're in jail. Now, that's not what 50 Cent asked, but that's my question. Is your man supposed to be faithful while you're in jail? Or, ladies, do you understand temptation and you're locked up, etc., etc.? I don't know. I think he gonna cheat anyway. If you cheat on me while I'm outside, you gonna cheat on me while you inside. But do you let it pass? Is it a pass though? I want to hear from the men and I want to hear from the women. Okay, y'all ready to get into the story? So make sure you have something to sip on. And guys, continue to send your anonymous sex stories to info@wholefashions.com. Yes, the show is now called Brown Sugar Diaries, but you can still send your Whole Fashions to info@wholefashions.com. And that does not mean that you're a hoe. It just means you had a wild, adventurous, intimate experience. And you want to tell us about it. You want to come talk to your homegirl. Send that story in. What's the deal, Miss Gina Views? I have a question for you. Have you ever had a dude eat you out so good that you threw up during the nut? No, that don't even sound attractive. So boom, look. Me and my male best friend have been best friends since high school. I'm a Capricorn and he's a Leo. So the compatibility has always been high, but we never took things to more serious levels for personal reasons. I'm a Leo. I've dated a Capricorn. We're compatible, but when that clash happened, Our first sexual interaction, I busted out in tears for no reason. So after that, we never, what are y'all thoughts? I recently had a guy tell me that he does not trust male best friends because he said that the male best friend is either someone who you used to fuck or that you're secretly fucking. Now, I have a male best friend, and we have never done anything, never even looked at each other like that, literally like my brother. But I know people, they fuck their best friends. What are your thoughts on your significant other having a best friend of the opposite sex? So after that, we never did anything until years later, which is now. So fast forward to the end of 2022. I had mentioned that I never climaxed from oral sex to him during a casual conversation we were having. So we were in his car one night smoking and talking, and he says very confidently, "Danny, let me eat you." My heart dropped to my ass cheeks on my white tee. I looked at him and said, "Huh?" Knowing damn well I heard that man. So he repeated himself and explains, "I want to make you nut since you never have before." So he says, "Let's make it into a competition on who can give who the best head." In my head, Gina, at first I'm like, how you remember that? We probably had this conversation 3 weeks prior. I completely forgot. I even said this to bro at the time. Oral sex has always been whatever, to be honest. I never asked for it because niggas don't know what they doing and be so quick to offer a few licks just to get that guac 3000, and nah, never me. Question. Ladies, let me paint a scenario for you. You're dating a man. You've never been intimate, and now it's time to get intimate. You guys are together. Do you go down on him first, or are you waiting for him to go down on you first? Are you guys even clocking the time? Does it matter? Does it matter who goes first? Let me know. Anyway, I replied and said, okay, and proceeded to climb in the back seat of his car. Mind you, I'm 22, so let's keep that in mind and put it in the air that we are over the age of 21. Thank you. Thank you, because if you're not over the age of 21, do not send me any confessions. The reason we decided the back seat is because bro was determined to make me squirt, and I wasn't about to wet up my mattress. He got leather seats, so it was going to be easy to clean up. So I thought, we getting it cracking, right? He started with kissing, licking, sucking all over my cat. Big Dog started off strong. I can feel my body becoming tense, so I loosened up and continued to breathe in my nose and out my mouth. He then adds whole tongue in my coochie, moving it in and out. Then bro turned into a whole demon and replaced his tongue with his fingers and started to go to work on my G-spot. At this point, I feel some tension in my chest, right? As I'm laying on my back. And as I'm breathing, the tension is building higher and higher and higher. So I'm like, bet, I'm about to squirt. As soon as that thought came across my brain, I immediately felt a sick feeling of having to throw up, but I was literally at my peak as well. So it was either nut or tell this man, I gotta throw up. I commenced to squirting, right? And all the chunks of tacos in my stomach acid immediately came up in my mouth. So I pushed him off me, sit up while squirting everywhere, opened the back passenger door and released the throw up on the ground. Ew. Of course, I continued to throw up because I hate throwing up, for one. And for two, it's the fact that it was in my mouth that long. Even though it wasn't that long, it was long enough. So I was able to stop throwing up. The wave of blissfulness that came over me was insane. Of course, I was hella embarrassed, like hella embarrassed. But because bro, my best friend, and I literally cried when we first had sex, it didn't shock him. Have y'all cried during? Is that a thing, like real boohoo tears during sex? I don't know. I'm so goofy that like, if a nigga cry, I'm gonna laugh. Yeah, and then you just cry, and it's like, what are these emotions? If you guys experienced this before, please comment below and let me know. Because it's like, what are these emotions that are coming over you that makes you like cry? Like I cry off movies and shit. Like, Bambi made me cry. Rugrats made me cry. Lean on Me made me cry. But the stroke? I don't know about that. But if you experienced that, comment below. Let's talk about it. He was more excited that he brought a girl to that high of a climax before. The feeling was so unreal, bro. I don't know if it was because I was high already or just because of the orgasm, but it felt good. We laughed it off, cleaned up, and that was that. We still laugh about it to this day. That was literally the best head that I ever got. I don't know how another nigga will ever top that, neither would I be able to share this story with my future significant other, because he won Best Head Award in my book. I for sure took that title as well with the Guac Guac 3000. No, we ain't dating either. We still just good friends. Lesson of the night, don't try to tell a man you never climax if you not ready to climax. Okay, sis, noted. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Brown Sugar Diaries. Make sure you guys continue to send your anonymous stories to info@hopefashions.com, and I'll see y'all next time.